That indicates that this must be the line of separation, right? Sometimes it's very difficult. The color is exactly the same. So in that case, you have to start moving the muscle, just like this. See now, I'm creating exactly a little line because you can see the fascia. Once you see that, then you can say, okay, it must be here. So this needs to be cleaned. So you know it's in this area, and I know this is the muscle, so I need to get under that, right? In order to get under that, if I can find a weak link, I can get under it, that's fine. But sometimes it's difficult. But in this case, I think I can. So, see, this needs to be cleaned. And that's why it's hard to tell.
And we should use that tool to clean it?
You can, well, actually, if you have a tweezer, this is a better tool for these. So once you get under, so see this? Now I can see the complete separation. See the fascia?
Yeah.
So you can actually clear that. So that's something that you can actually use a scalpel too, or scissor too, because it's up high enough. You can clearly see it, yes, because you don't want to damage the muscle. So once you clear from here to here, that's cleared, you can go with the probe under that. You can say that, okay, I got one muscle. So you can actually send the probe from this side, it goes all the way in here. You can lift it, separate it, you can say one muscle is done. Move down here, the same thing. This is the acromia trapezius. Then again, this is very clear. You can see the fascia here. These are very thin muscles, by the way. This is very thin, this is very thin. And on this one, you don't really have to do anything because this is it. You have to clean this. See this fascia? With this, it's hard to tell. Once I separate the fascia, then I can see the muscle. See the fibers? That's a muscle. For this one, you don't have to do anything. Just say 1, 2, and 3. This clearly, you can separate this, as I said. This one you go under, separate this side. It's easy, actually. You can.
So one side is okay, or do we separate?
It's a good idea to do both sides because sometimes you're going to find that
it's labeled on the other side.
Exactly. Not only that, but also sometimes this is something that you can actually cut and clear it, right? This is easy. You could do that because this is actually clear. You can see it.
Are all the muscles we're going to be looking at today skeletal muscles, or some of them?
Everything skeletal.
Okay.
Yes. We're looking at skeletal muscle. So you can just get under, see how thin it is. You're going to see it's very, very thin. Yeah, you got to clear this fascia. I'll just let you guys do it. So this is the fascia. This is the muscle. We separate it. Now, the idea for this one is when it's separated, clearly you got to see the separation. Because on the exam, I can have this. If it's completely like that, sometimes it's hard to tell.
So on the exam, what are we doing?
On the exam, it will be the same way. So it'll
So
be
you're going to come and watch us use
No,
the tool?
it's just it's pinned,
It'll
just
be
like the
pinned.
bones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like
So
the
there'll be a
bones.
pin on it, and we'll have to be able to tell that.
Name the muscle, yeah.
So you're
That's
under
the
the muscle right now?
Yeah, this is the muscle.
Okay, so
It's very thin.
yeah, we're not supposed to trim any of that.
No, well, I mean, you need to clean it because you see, I can't go that way any further, but you can actually trim it. You can make it a little clean.
Okay.
Because there are different
course
layers of it. See, this is the.
Yeah, and then on the back of the arm. So, for example, this is the lateral head of the triceps. This is the long head of the triceps. You need to separate them. See, I can see the line of separation. See that? By pressing down, I can see. Folks, for everybody's attention, there are 3 muscles that you are going to bisect. Bisect means cutting in half. This is one. If you're going to make a note over there on your notes, do so, please.
Okay.
The lateral head is one. The lateral head of the triceps.
Okay.
It's going to bisect this. So what you do is, this is a thick muscle. You get under, cut it with a scissor, and then here.
See underneath it, or?
Are we doing that
Or
because
just
we
because
can't
we have to
the
see
other
muscle on.
parts?
Yeah, exactly. Because under that, there are 2 muscles that you need to find.
Try. Okay.
So this one here, sartorius, this one here, needs to be bisected. This is the second muscle, sartorius.
Much
And-
bigger on a cat than it is on a person.
Yes, it is. You're right. It's wider.
Yeah.
And then this is the gracilis, this needs to be cleaned again. See this fascia here needs to be cleaned. So by cleaning, then you'll have. You can actually here, if you guys want to take this out, you can. Just be careful. There are 2. You might find the spermatic cords coming up here. You just don't cut those. But other than that, you can take this whole thing off. This whole
Okay.
Did
structure
you say
here.
the
Just make sure.
spermatic cord would?
Yes.
The idea is that they wouldn't be red or blue, right?
No, it's just a cord. You can actually see coming through. So on this one, this needs to be bisected. That's the sartorius needs to be bisected, and this is the gracilis. That's needs to be bisected. So 1, 2, and then lateral head of the
Sartorius,
triceps.
gracilis, and triceps.
Correct. Okay, so the way you find the muscles, as I said, if you find this group here, this is one group. We just talk about 3, right? Then you have the latissimus dorsi. It's the easy one. See, you can see the separation already. It's easy. These are the abdominal muscles, rectus femoris and transverse. You can find there. Not the transverse. I think it's external oblique.
Obliques.
Then the butt muscles you're going to find here. They're here. Make sure that you can see the line of separation. Then the back of the leg. So you're going to see this muscle and the lower leg. All the muscles here. You need to find. This is very dry. I don't know what
Should we
happens.
spray it before we?
Yeah, it's a good
out?
idea.
Okay.
It's a good idea because it's going to make your life a little harder if it's too dry like that. Then under this, you're going to find 5 muscles. That's why you're bisecting.
Okay.
Under
Dissecting
this,
over
you're going to
fine.
find 4 muscles, and that's why you're bisecting. So under this, there are muscles under this particular muscle here. See this? So if you get under, you can actually get under and bisect. You're going to see there are muscles. When you're bisecting, please make sure don't use the scalpel. Use scissor, because with this one, get under, lift it up, and then cut it with a scissor.
Okay.
Because if you do it with the scalpel, they're
You cut down into the other muscles.
Are we good? And then on the chest one, the same thing. There are 4 muscles here. Then again, it's a triangular, the same one. This looks like it's cut already. This is cut.
This is a muscle?
Yes. So we're starting from here. It's one of them is going to be going this way. That's the xipha humoralis, then the pectoralis minor, major, and then pector antebrachialis. There are 4 of them. Make sure that you know in order. Makes life easier.
What was the last one you mentioned?
Pecto antebrachialis.
Like,
Yes. So it's right here. Piece of cake.
What?
Yes. So are we good?
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
will be. We're not
You
there
will.
yet.
You will be.
I don't know about the format of this video, but if you want a copy, I can send you one. Just send me an email